Go. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts. I'm Linda Cullen. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm actually sitting here. I'm like rolling my head around. And obviously not turning off volume on anything. So I was sitting here kind of getting ready, trying to stretch out, you know, like before a game. Loosen everything up. I forgot to turn the phones off. Hold on. Oh, because you know we'll get a phone call in the middle of this. Because that's just how things happen around here. All right, off, off. There we go. So how is everybody today? April! Oh my God, we're whipping through this calendar year. I don't know. Part of me is like, slow down. But welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me show you. I love this card. I love, 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 love this card. So this is a card using the, and I'm going to say it all wrong, the Climbing Orchid Stamp Set and the Florentine Thinlit, which, doesn't it look awesome? Yeah, no, it's over here. I'm reading the package. This is in the Occasions catalog, and it's awesome. And I hadn't played with it yet, and I was flipping through Instagram, which is my new favorite source for card ideas. And I saw something from a different card maker vendor that had some elements that I just went, that's what I'm doing. I am making that card out of Stampin' Up. And I went and dug up all my stuff. And so this is what I came up with, and I'm in love with it. So we're going to make this in a few minutes. I'm going to give time for everyone to jump on this morning. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. I got my phone, I got my iPad, so I can keep tabs on everything, and so it's odd, they don't always sync up. So let's go through a few things. So giveaways. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone who watches and shares my videos, and to do that, I like to give away some stuff. So if you are watching live on Facebook and you leave a comment, and it can be any comment, hi, whatever, at the end of this broadcast, I will do a giveaway for the Hearts and Stars elements. And like I said, all you have to do is leave a comment. If you are not lucky enough to win those, or you are watching this later, either on Facebook or on YouTube, because the repeat will be put up on YouTube, you can still enter by commenting, and you will have the opportunity to win the Pressed Flowers stamp set. And then, if you share this video on any social media platform, so that can be on Facebook, on YouTube, to Pinterest, or something else I'm totally probably unaware of, and just come back to the original broadcast on Facebook or YouTube and type the word shared with a D. I will put you in for a second entry to win the pressed flowers. And you have to, when you are commenting, whatever, I ask everyone to share, and I thank you all for sharing. If you are watching this on a shared, like your friend's feed that they shared it, I can't see those comments. So you have to click on where it says Linda Cullen, Crafty Stampin'. Click on that, and you have to comment on the original broadcast. So that is the only place I can see your comments. But again, I thank everybody for doing that. And so these are my giveaways for this week, and those will be picked next Thursday. And I thank you guys all for hanging on with me the past couple weeks, and it's probably not going to get better between spring and just my daughter's in a play this weekend, which starts tonight. It's tonight, tomorrow. Sunday, she's going to her DC trip. With the 8th grade. She's on 3 softball teams right now. My son's playing crazy. It's everything's a little crazy. And I even noticed, I'll show you. So I'm sitting here getting ready for this, and I find this note from my daughter that Avery needs her laundry done for the DC trip so she can pack. The laundry's in the basement. Next to the washing machine. So while she took that down, she could have easily put it into the washing machine. But no, I got a note, which I just found. So I don't know how long that note's been there. So, oh, fun, fun, fun. So what is going on in the Stampin' Up world? Storage! be still my heart. So Stampin' Up! Now has storage, and there are full details on my website of what it is you can get. The wonderful thing about this, it is modular, so that you can sort it how you want it. There are storage for your blends, for your stamp pads. That includes your Stampin' Right marker. Oh! There's an open storage that will fit the half size, as well as a little tray on top and a little flat topper. And then you can mix and match how you want. I do not have them yet. I was going to wait and see when I get all my new products with the new catalog, kind of see what I'm going to reorganize here. I got enough going on for to try and reorganize right now. But these are awesome. Again, all details are on craftystampin.com. So let's do the giveaway from last time, and that is for Springtime Stroll. And I come over here. All right, so this is, everyone's listed here. Excuse me, I got them all in random.org, and you'll see the majority of people here, their name is in here twice, and that is because they said they shared my video, and it's my way of saying thank you by putting them in here twice. So as we whip through here, just so everyone can see their name really quick. Wow, a lot of names today. Okay, so I'm going to hit randomize, and whoever ends up at the very top will be the winner of the Springtime Stroll. And that is Robin, oh boy, Nikolakos. All right, I'm not going to attempt to do that again because it probably won't go well. So, Robin, if you head over to craftystampin.com, go to specials, giveaway. See how fast my blog is today. Not fast. There we go. And then click this claim your prize button, fill out the form, and I will get those out to you. The ones I did last are still here. I'm sorry, a little behind. Those should be going out probably today or tomorrow. And you can find everything that I'm giving away, as well as all my past winners on this page. So for people who came in late, here is the card we are going to make in a minute. And let's get going. All right. Where's the webcam? There we go. Alrighty. So let me pull this down. Okay. So like usual, so here is the card in its real thing. And what I don't know if you can tell in the picture is I have Wink a Stella on the orchids, and they just shimmer and shine. Shimmer and shine. As normal, I will have a PDF. When this broadcast is over, there'll be a blog post recap. It is in the comments of this Facebook. Excuse me. So you can just, when it's not live now, but about an hour after this broadcast, it will be live, and this will be available and downloadable. It has all the cut sizes, the paper you need, and all the supplies that I use, and a place that you can take notes. Also, I promised a couple weeks ago, and I didn't get to it till just now. I have updated my blends chart. So this is accurate up through the Occasions catalog. I am hoping and praying that I have to do this again when the annual catalog comes out, that we get more colors. But this is now available. In that blog post recap will be the link to this. It is also available in my downloads and resources right now. So if you go to Crafty Stampin', specials, downloads and resources, scroll down to blends stuff. It is already there for you to get to. What it is now when you get this, because someone had emailed me, they were all concerned. It is blank. So what you're to do is you are to take this, print it out on Whisper White, because that is the paper you're going to be coloring on. So you want it to be a true representation. So you're going to print this out on your Whisper White, and then you're going to color it with your blends so that you have a true representation of all of your ink colors. What I did different this time than I did last time was I colored the whole square with one layer of the blends. So you can kind of see that some of them, it looks like there's a the color. There's two. And then I colored the right side of the box multiple times. So we got a full even blend so that I can kind of see this is the lightest I can get the color and this is the darkest I can get that color. And so they're all here. I tried to kind of keep them together, the kind of the oranges, the reds, the purples, our browns, kind of the olivey kind of green. So the greens with the yellow, the greens with the blue, yellows, our aquas, our blacks and grays. Here's our color lifter, and then our retired pink pirouette. So this is available. Now, if you guys have seen me color before, I like to kind of mix up some of the colors because I like to have a very light base that is the highlight. So what is also here is my color combinations. And I'm kind of pull this in a smidge. So color combination chart, and I have typed in the combinations that I've started to use, and then I've even typed these in for you. This one isn't in this one way here. You have to do it. But so what it is I will color. So this is my soft sea foam light, and I color that over on this side. And then I actually color the old olive dark on the bottom, and then I use my old olive light to kind of blend the dark towards the sea foam, and then use the sea foam over all of it to blend all three. And I've done that for all of them, and it gives you a lighter tone. So like even look at the Night of Navy with the balmy blue. Down here I was trying to figure out something with the heathers to get a little bit darker of the purples. And here I use Rich Raspberry Dark, and I use Lovely Lipstick Dark. And then over here, this is the one we're going to do today, is Basic Black. And so that one I liked the best. So all these are typed out except for the heather with the black. And I'll show you how I blend that. But then you have all these extra spots where you can come up with your own combinations. So these two are... they are currently on my downloads and resources, but they will be also in this blog post to download. So, with that said, let's color. All right. So, all right. So I'm starting. My card base is thick Whisper White. So we're gonna take that. And score that real flat, because when I was doing the other one, it wasn't staying flat. I was having some trouble. So now give that a good scoring. All right, so next, this is my layer. So I'm going to cut two. So I got, these are both Whisper White thick, and we're going to cut both of these with the Big Shot. Do I have this out as well? All right. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to cut it with the filigree Florentine Thinlit. Oh, my nose is itching all of a sudden. All right, so I want to center this on here as best I can. And use my Post-it notes to hold it in place. Send this bad boy through. There we go. And back. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. All right, so throw these away. Whoa. Okay. Let's put that back with all the Whisper White in it. Pop these out. All right, so there's my layer. I'm gonna put that aside for a second. Get rid of all these little pieces. Okay. Next, this is another piece. Now on my chart, I said use regular Whisper White, but I'm going to use the thick here for this one. And this is, let's see. So this is the stitched rectangles. And I have, if you've seen me in the past, you know I number them, and I haven't got to numbering my rectangles yet. I just haven't sat down and thought about it. So it's this size, and this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 largest rectangle. So I'm going to stick this here, and we're going to run this through. All right. All right, so there is that. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to stamp first before we do any more. Let me, hold on. I'm getting texts and emails right where my Zoom is. All right, so I'm using Memento ink, because when you are coloring with your Stampin' Blends, that's what you want to use. And it has to do with an alcohol and water. Water will run water, alcohol will run alcohol, so you have to use the contrast. When you are coloring with alcohol, you need to use water-based ink. When you are water-based ink, and vice versa. So stays on for watercoloring, Memento for blends. And where are my stamps? Okay. So the Climbing Orchid Stamp Set has lots of different combinations of the flowers. So I'm using this one where both petals are all in one, and the smaller version of it, as well as both leaves. And I have them all on 2 blocks, just to make it a little bit easier. So let's ink this bad boy up. And I'm using my paper piercing pad to give me the little extra cushion to get a good impression. And I'm going to do this, even though I'm only cutting and coloring 2, I'm going to stamp it 3 times. So I got one for a boo-boo, because you know, that's how I roll. And there is the smaller one, the 2 leaves. And we're going to do that a couple extra times over here. Let me see. I may have this in too much for... I'll do this. All right. So I got a couple extras just in case. So what all right, so the colors that I'm using for this today. So my yellow flower is, let me see if I can. Turn these around so you can see them. All right. See, that's not helping. Is light Pineapple Punch, light Mango Melody, and dark Mango Melody, which is this combination here. And then my leaves are, so I got these all. I'll start with light at the top. So the green is light soft seafoam, light Granny Apple Green, and then dark Granny Apple Green. And then my purple flowers are light Highland Heather, dark Highland Heather, and then light basic black. So I will show you how I'm going to do all of those. And then, of course, and I've had to put the Wink of Stella in here or I would forget about it, because I always do. So I'm going to start with the yellow flower. Actually, we're going to hit this with the heat gun just real quick. I always like to hit what I'm going to color with over and over again with the heat gun, just to kind of prevent any bit of smudging if it's not 100% dry. Especially when I'm going over it and over it with the blends. If I know I'm doing a bunch, I'll just stamp them and then go make dinner. Okay, so yellow. So I like to take all my open all my pens that I'm going to use. This is dark. I think as I was sitting here doing these earlier, the caps aren't very different. I think I'm going to start putting something around one of them that's the dark, so that I always know, because it's sometimes a little hard to look at and go, which one's dark, which one's light. But we'll see. So I'm going to color one petal at a time. So I'm going to color like just this, then these down here, and this, because there's actually 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals here. So that they don't kind of bleed into one another. So I always like to start with light and kind of more or less wet the palette. Then I'm going to come in with the darkest. And then I come in with the medium. And then over it all with the light. And I feel more comfortable for myself kind of coloring up, if that makes sense, with my pen. Now all these leaves, or these petals, I'm assuming are kind of bending back in a way. So like this is the petal and the highlight's in the middle, and so the sides are low. Oh, my hand is too big. So that the petal itself is kind of like this. And so this would be darker and darker, and then the middle of the petal, which is raised towards the top, or is highlighted. So this is going to be lighter. These are going to be darker, which is why these are darker here, and then light in the middle. So that is how I'm viewing these leaves. So now I'm going to move down to the petals underneath. Let that one dry a little bit. So again, I'm going to color with the light, and then with the dark. And then medium. Sending, markers spinning. And then I like to go over it all and blend it in with the light. And then I'm going to repeat over here. Let me see which. Hold on, sorry. I'm not overly worried about going outside the line, seeing I'm going to be cutting these out with the matching dies. Okay, so now we're going to come over here and we're going to do this one. Medium. And then this way. And then blend. So I just saw someone says I make it look easy. It is easy. It just takes a little bit of practice and you're good. Base coat. And then the medium. And then the light. So there is flower number 1. So I'm going to do the exact same thing, a little faster, on this other one, the little one. Let's see how quickly I can do this. Okay, dark mango, and then light mango, and then light pineapple. Okay. There is my little yellow flower. So I'm going to close up my yellows. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Next, I'm going to do leaves. How many leaves do I have to do? 1, 2, 2 of each. Okay. So the leaves, again, are soft seafoam light and then granny apple green light and dark. So, boom, boom, and boom. All right. So I'm going to start with the soft seafoam light. And then dark granny apple green. And then I keep calling it medium, but it's light granny apple green. And then back to the soft seafoam. Okay. Repeat. Rinse and repeat. And 2 more. This is the coloring show. But I think the end is so worth it. This is definitely a card you give to one special person. But those are my favorite cards to make. And last. Okay, so there are our leaves. So now we get to the fun ones, the purple one. And I'll show you my trick. All right. So, like I was showing you earlier, I'm hoping, it's my prayer, what do I want in the new catalog? More blends. So I am not a purple girl. You know, there are people, they are purple people. They love purple. If you like purple, it's a full out love. My friends I know that are purple people, it's in every essence of them. And I like purple. It's just I'm not a purple person. And I know there was a big cry for a while to get better purples in the Stampin' Up lineup. And we do have some good ones now, and this is the Highland Heather. What I'm hoping for is grape, because I think I need the grape to be the darker in this family. As I showed you in my chart, you know, this is the tone for the heather, and then the other tones are the rich raspberry and blackberry bliss, which I love, but I need a darker tone for my Highland Heather. And so what I came up with was to use black. So bear with me while you think I'm probably crazy. And I will show you what it does. All right, so again, I got all 3. And I'm going to do like I did with the yellow, in that I will do 1 petal first. So I'm starting with light Highland Heather. Kind of put down like a base coat. All right, then I'm coming in with my black. And this is light basic black. Now I'm going to go over it with the dark Highland Heather. Now we're going to go over all of that with the light Highland Heather. And see, the black sort of just takes on a much darker purple. When you go over it with the dark Highland Heather, it will add a purple tone to it. So now we're going to keep doing that here. Now back to black. Now the medium. And now back to light. Okay. Now we're over here. And back to black. And I go around the curve of the other petal to kind of show a shadow. And now I'm going to go over the black with the dark Highland Heather. Okay, now we'll go over this petal over here. All right. This is our last flower before we are going to assemble. Black, dark Highland Heather, light Highland Heather. One more, and then we are done. I'm going to leave that empty for the moment in the middle. Do the basic black. Now my this side. And now my light. Now, I saved that white spot because, as I showed you in my little sampler, the lightest I can get it, the ink, is when it only has one layer. And so that way, that is it's still purple, but it is the lightest color I can get on coloring it with this, the blends. So back to if you came in later on my blends sampler. So when I colored each square, I colored it all with one layer, then divided it in half and colored the second one multiple times till it was fully blended, so that I have the lightest I can possibly make that color and the darkest I can possibly make that color. So by leaving that white for the beginning, allowed me to just go over it once, and so it really has a highlight in it. So now let's cut out, actually, before we cut out, let's paint with our Wink of Stella, or I'll forget. So if I do it now before we cut it out. So I'm going to go over the entire petals with Wink of Stella and just really kind of make them pop. I don't know about you guys, but I can use Wink of Stella like on everything. I don't know if you can see. Oh, I'll do it quick. If you can't see it, I don't know if it's worth it. But it's so pretty. Okay, and on the purple. Squeeze. There we go. Get some more in there. Ooh. Let me see. Oh yeah, you can see that. Woo, shiny, 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 shiny. It just adds a level that you can't get any other way. There we go. And on my last little flower, all right, we're all Wink of Stella up. All right. There we go. And let's see. Dig out all the parts and pieces. These are the I think it's the Orchid Builder dies. You can cut them all out. This, that. Nope, that's not gonna work. All right, I'm just gonna. I usually like to put a whole bunch together and do them all at once, but I can tell right now I'm just gonna make mistakes if I do that. So we get a leaf. And a flower, and then I need a big leaf and a little leaf and More sticky stick. Two more leaves and one more little leaf. Do it again. So, hi Linda, I see you're asking about the, what am I coloring with? I'm coloring with Stampin' Up Stampin' Blends markers. So, if you look in the top of this video, there is a link to a resource page. That page will be available in about an hour after we're done, and that will have a link to everything I am using today. But this is Stampin' Up Stampin' Blends. It is Stampin' Up's alcohol markers. Sorry, I'm not coloring. It's hard to read questions. I will go back and answer any questions that I missed afterwards. So there is my purple flower. And one more. Everything that I am using here is a Stampin' Up product. It is Stampin' Up Stamp Set, Stampin' Up Dies, Stampin' Up Inks, etc., etc., etc. That's from The King and I. And if y'all are into musicals, I love the old-fashioned musicals. King and I, Pirates of Penzance, oh, you name them. I used to do musical theater when I was a kid. Can't sing, y'all know that, but I loved musical theater. Well, big news from Broadway. They are remaking The Music Man. You know Harold Hill? Capital P that rhymes, T that rhymes with P that stands a pool right here in River City. And that is going to star Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster. If you don't know who Sutton Foster is, be still my heart. Broadway baby. And I've already told several friends, October 2020, we're in New York. So I am uber thrilled. So here we are. Oh, let me bring you in closer. So we're now assembling. I don't know where I got how I started on Broadway. We're going to assemble. And I am using mini dimensionals to bump up my filigree here. There we go. Fiddle on the Roof, yes. If I were a rich man. I just love old, you can't, Oklahoma, I have to say Oklahoma is one of my best favorites. Like, I took my husband, my girlfriend worked on Broadway, and her production company was doing, oh God, it just went, Annie, Get Your Gun. And my husband and I were still dating, so I took him. It was Bernadette Peters and Tom Wopat, you know, Luke Duke from Dukes of Hazzard, were the leads. And I took him. He loved it. I'm like, oh, we are meant to be. He likes Broadway. Woohoo! I then proceeded to take him to, I think first I did Phantom of the Opera. He hated it. And I was like, well, you know, it's a little operatic. Maybe that's it. He doesn't like all that kind of opera. So then I took him to Les Mis. He hated it. And I'm like, well, maybe he just doesn't like the singing from beginning to end. I took him to something else. I don't remember what I took him. By this time, I was starting to get discouraged. I still married him, though. I took him to something else. Then he fessed up. He had a crush on Bernadette Peters. and still does. So he is willing to go see anything that Bernadette Peters is in. And that is about it. So my thrill of thinking I have a husband who will accompany me to the theater doesn't exist. Though he will go. He just won't be happy about it. But I've already told my girlfriends. I'm like, Harold Hill. Capital P that rhymes with T, that stands for pool. It's capital T that rhymes with P, that stands for pool. Right here in River City. I say we got trouble. And then there's the one that my husband still brings up from that same show, the pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. So when me and my girlfriends are gabbing, I will all of a sudden hear, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more. All right. So I have to talk. See, I can't talk like this when I'm coloring, but when I'm doing other things. So see how awesome that looks with the shadow line from the dimensionals? Oh, love it. All right. So now we're taking the stitch shape that I did earlier, and we're going to put some snail. I see Hamilton. Yes, Hamilton, especially with my kids, is on a constant replay in my car. Both of my kids can probably sing the entire soundtrack, front to back, and several times all around. All right, left to right. That looks centered. There we go. All right. So now flowers. I need to do my flowers. Okay. So to put the leaves on, I like to put, so I'm going to put this bad boy right here. So I'm going to put snail here. I flip this over. And I literally do have to keep my finger there or I will put it on the wrong side. I did it earlier today. So it's not like, oh, you figure it out after a while. So there's leaf one. All right, and this one is going to get attached with snail right here. Riverboat. I don't know riverboat. Yep. Oh, well, Thoroughly Modern Millie. Okay, that is where Sutton Foster got her first Tony. She was the understudy, and things weren't working out with the regular girl before they opened, and they called her up and said, come on up to Broadway. And she went, and she got the Tony. Okay. So, all right, so this, now we're going to do the purple one. So I'm going to add here. Yeah, okay. And then one here. Barbara Streisand. Yeah, if you're going to have a crush on somebody, you might as well have a crush on Barbara Streisand. I mean, hello. She wasn't Hello Dolly, she's Mame. 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 Look what you done for us, Mame. Yeah, so now I got me on Broadway on show tunes. Doo-doo. All right, so this one's going with dimensionals. Right over here, it's gonna overlap, and we're gonna go here. All right. If you've just joined in, we're making a card and discussing musical theater. Because why not? And boom. All right, and this bad boy also getting a dimensional. All right. And we're gonna stick, whoops, you kind of there. Now, all right, so here's my original. So I cut the love out with, this is just basic black, because we're gonna try something. Papa, do you hear me? Yeah. This is the glossy, the black foil. We're going to try it with that. Because why not? I want to take it up a notch. So I'm going to get my Sizzix sheet, and I'm going to attach this to the back. See how professionally I sized and cut that? No, we did not have a crush on Tom Mopet. That would, yes. Well, it is Broadway. You never know what you're going to get. But yeah, nope. He was Bernadette Peters all the way. He says that's why he liked me, because I had the curly hair, which I straighten every single day. He says, well, at least Bernadette keeps hers curly. Alright, so I have the adhesive on the back, and it's sticking in my fingers. Alright, so we're gonna stick that in the middle. Normally I keep as close to the side, but it won't get all the adhesive. And we'll run this through. I should check it before I make sure it went through. It did. Excellent. Alright. Oh, so now the sticky stuff's off. Ugh. The backing. Come on. Alright. Come out, come out, come out. Alright. I got regular tweezers here. Alright, so I'm going to place this. Right there. Oh yeah, I like the glossy. The regular versus the glossy. Oh, I suppose I could have put Wink of Stella all over that too, but you know. Alright, so now, as you can see, I had to bling it up. So I'm going to take my, this is my silicone mat. If you don't have one, you need to invest in like 3 or 4. I am going to take my Tombow glue and I'm going to make a little smush of it right there. I am taking my Take a Pick tool. And here we go. This is the metallic sequin assortment. I have moved them into a small, I think it's a 1/2 pint ball canning jar. The little plastic things, I don't know if you go back, I think it was on my Instagram feed. I was doing a bunch one day and they're so light, those little things. I hit the side of it and they went, foo! Decorated my entire desk. So this is a little more weighty, less likely for me to send them flying. Though I probably still could. You know, don't put it past me. So I am interested in here are, there's a gold, there's copper, there's black, there's silver, there's clear, and there's an iridescent. I am aiming for the black and the iridescent in this. All right, so I'm going to take my Take a Pick tool, and it allows me to pick up my sequin. I'm going to dip it slightly in my little bit of glue, and I can dip off a little bit on the side. And then, let's see, I am going to then place it, and this is where I need 2 hands. So then I use my paper piercing tool to, oh, and of course I went right in the middle. There we go, to push down. And then it's rinse and repeat. So I'm going to pick up, so I picked up a black one. Again, let's see if I'm trying to get this all in frame so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to dip it in my glue, kind of dip off a little bit, and then I'm going to put this on my card, use my piercing tool to push it down onto the card. And again, into the glue. The glue will dry clear. So you won't see it. I'm trying to pull out the black ones. There we go, because I want... All right. I'm trying to keep the card monotoned in some sense. So it's really the textures of the die cuts, the color of the flowers, and then it's just like, it's like the sheen of the love and just the sequins. So keeping them in just the black and the iridescent, I think, makes it work best. Pick up another black one. A little bit of glue. And do another. There's multiple sizes in here too. There's like a small, medium, and a large. Okay, we'll see if I can get a smaller iridescent. This one will work. I am using they're kind of like concave, like a plate. So I'm making sure that the low end is down, so they are kind of cupped versus bubbled. Let's see, we'll do one down here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I need one more black. They need to be odd numbers. Okay, put you right there. All right. So before I send more of these flying, put these away. Scoop those in. Come on, come on, come on. All right, well, I'll deal with that later. All right, so there is our Orchid and Florentine card. All right, so let's do the giveaway. Thank you for sticking with me. My show's not usually an hour, but let's do the giveaway. So if you have popped on, and I'm doing a giveaway, and all you have to do is leave a comment. So quickly, let me put you up here. Quickly leave a comment, and I just have to say hi, and I will add you in to win the Hearts and Stars element right now. If you don't win, or you are watching this later or on YouTube, you can be entered in to win the pressed flowers, which we will give away next week. So let me refresh my giveaway page. Bum, ba-da. All right. So live giveaway. See. Nope, go this way. I gotta line this website up before I come over here. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hit that start button. You're gonna see some names flash by, and then it will say winner is. So if your name flashes by, that doesn't mean you're a winner. It's when it's the full solid and says the winner. So here we go. Start. And the name zip by. Bum, 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 bum. And our winner is Sandra Bennett Tucker. Yay, Sandra. Sandra, head over to craftystampin.com. If you go up to the menu bar and click specials, then giveaway, when you get to the giveaway page, click this claim your prize button and fill out the form, and I will get that to you. Again, if you were on last, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, I'm so behind. I still have them. I will mail them all out in the next day or two. Thank you very much for joining me. I know it was a little bit longer, but it was good. It was worth it, I thought. Give me about an hour. I will have the recap post up with all the products that I used. And like I said, the 2 sheets, the sampler as well as the combos, are in the download resources right now. That's craftystampin.com, specials, download and resources. It is there, but it will also be in the blog post recap, which will go up in about an hour. So I thank everybody for joining me. I will attempt to be back next Thursday. I can't guarantee Tuesday. It's crazy. Spring is sprung and it is crazy. So if I do, I do, and it'll be a surprise. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see everybody next week. Have a good one. Bye.